Jonathan, and today is Sunday, and I got a haircut. But besides the haircut, I actually just finished a very good book called The Education of Little Tree by Forrest Carter. And what that book was about was it was basically, at its time, the roots for Native Americans. And I mean, roots is in the book, which basically showed that there was another side to the story of people who have different skin tones and basically moralized their lives and demoralized what we did to them. Um, it did talk about the Trail of Tears, and it described it as it described a man who had been on it, having eyes like open wounds, and it just kept going on and on about Indian life, and the boy, and it was only 10, and it was Cherokee, and he had basically learned his own way, not needing a school, not needing anything, but just his grandparents. And at the age of 10, quite literally, every single person he had in his life died, and he was able to survive on his own. He lived by the way his grandparents had taught him after his parents died, and he had basically become a man that could take care of himself and the few things he had left. It was a very emotional story that had a lot of messages within it, and quite honestly, I would have enjoyed the book much better if they hadn't included the last chapter, because that was the chapter where pretty much everybody died. It was just, honestly, there was one part in it which revealed something that was kind of important in the story, but it was unnecessary, and it was just a very emotionally corrupt chapter. It just was not necessary at all. Also, if you look at Forrest Carter, he's not the kind of person you'd be expecting to write a book about racial equality. He was actually part of the KKK and was part of an anti-Semitic group. Nobody honestly knows why he wrote the book. He claimed it was an autobiography. It was not. He grew up in a home with his parents in a completely different state. But his book was amazing. So that's all for today, James. See you Thursday. And I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out that book.